The FBI is just becoming a mockery of itself. Let's be honest. Now they got this new pipe bomber guy, the black guy, Brian Colby or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. That seems real weird to me. You know what I mean? How is it that for 5 years there's no 4 years? Okay, let's give him a little break. 4 years, there's no fucking action on the pipe bomber shit, right? And then 2 weeks after the Blaze, an independent media company, released their results of their investigation using gate analysis to find out who the pipe bomber may be, tracks the gate to like maximum surety to a woman who was working for the Capitol Police, who then went on to work for the CIA. Okay, the same woman that was firing like pepper balls and shit on people's faces, on people's heads at the Capitol, which is illegal. You can't use those things to like strike people in the fucking face and in the head with, but they were doing that on purpose. So that's illegal. And that same woman was identified through gate analysis to like 99% surety that she was the one who dropped the pipe bomb, right? We even see videos of the alleged pipe bomber flashing like a peace sign to the cops across the street as they're walking to the location. I mean, what the fuck, right? So now it's not her though, right? So the Blaze releases this information, okay, about Shoshana something or other. I forgot what her fucking name is. It's irrelevant because the FBI completely ignored it. They didn't give any statements. They were just like, that didn't happen. And now magically, 2 weeks later, they got him. It's not the one that was identified by the gate analysis. No, it's some fucking random black dude ripped out of the basement of his grandma's house. Never was politically affiliated, you know what I mean? Never voted or any shit according to his own family. And, hey, guys, he admitted it. He admitted it. But, yo, come on, dude. Listen. So, wait a second. They just magically made this dude appear in 2 weeks because now they felt pressured by the attention the Blaze gave to the pipe bomber situation again. And they were like, shit, we got to come up with somebody or they're going to lynch this fucking woman. We can't have it be her because that makes us look bad because she's now a CIA agent. She was working for the Capitol Police and we want to protect. Cash and Dan are all about protecting the Bureau's image. If you didn't get that by now, they're not about busting the deep state or fucking none of that shit, man. None of that shit. They're about making the FBI look good again. They think their job is to win over the public so that they once again trust the institution. Well, they're failing because they're doing exactly the opposite of what we expect them to do if they want to get our trust back. But they've made clear they're not there to prosecute the people that we know are guilty of things that need to be prosecuted. They are there to make sure that the FBI has a clean-looking reputation. And if you have the pipe bomber be a Capitol Hill police officer, and that leads to then, well, who you're going to have to investigate her, and that's going to maybe look bad on Republicans or maybe Democrats or the FBI, because probably the FBI is the one to put her up to it, and then she automatically gets promoted to the CIA later on. Now that's too fucked up. We can't have that be the story. So let's ignore that and let's just pull this black dude out of the closet and fucking make it be him. That's insane to me. I'm sorry, right? That's insane. That makes no fucking logical sense. Okay? I don't think this dude did it. I know everybody's going, oh, but Rob, he confessed. Yeah. Just in case you didn't know, right? There's a lot of ways that the FBI can make somebody confess, right? They had a lot of people during January 6th confess to shit that they didn't really do in order to make their sentence much lighter. And this dude is apparently an autistic recluse that lives in his mom's basement or his grandma's basement. And his grandma said, I don't know if he did it. I don't think that he did because he wasn't really politically affiliated. So I really don't think that it's him. And if it is him, and this is my words, somebody put him up to it, right? I mean, maybe his grandma said that too, but that's my opinion. If it's this dude, he was put up to it by somebody, right? He was put up to it by somebody. And because I don't trust this FBI or the last FBI or any of the FBIs, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino have completely failed up until now. It's only been a year. We got 3 more years. We'll see what happens. Not looking good though. And so they've got like zero trust from me. So every time they come out with something, I think, they're probably lying like they have been for the last fucking 100 years or ever since their founding. Let me check this out a little bit to see if this makes logical sense to me, right? And it doesn't make any logical sense. It makes more sense that it's the woman that was identified by the blaze, right? It makes more sense that it was her. But we're not going to find out about her because the FBI is not going to investigate her because they're like, no, guys, no. It's not her. It's this black dude. It's him. It's Brian Colby or whatever the fuck his name is. It's him. And he confessed, right? Yeah, it's probably not really hard to make a fucking shy, non-social kid on the spectrum. He's 30, but his grandma said he's like 16 in his head to make him confess. I mean, do you guys know that the dude's dad has like a bail bond fucking thing that's already been politically attacked in the past during the BLM shit? Maybe the FBI found out that this, bail bonds company is doing a little bit trickery or something like that. And they're like, yo, we'll let that go, but you admit to this and your dad's in the clear. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't sound so far-fetched. I mean, look what they did. They did MK Ultra and all this shit to the unwitting population. So that's not a far stretch to think, hey, we need a fucking scapegoat in this fucking pipe bomber shit because we can't have it be the person that it probably is. That's going to look bad on us. And our job at the FBI, Cash and Dan, is to make the FBI look good. And that's it. No matter where the evidence leads us, it has to lead us to the FBI looks good at the end. And so they're like, how can we get this kid to confess? And look, it's not like they just figured this dude out in 2 weeks, right? Okay? It is a little weird that they, it is a little weird that they suddenly come up with him, but he must have been in the closet before, or he's the actual patsy that the FBI from before hired to fucking, or coerced to do this pipe bombing shit. Tell them, dude, this shit isn't even, it's not even gonna blow up. It's just fake pipe bombs. Just lay this shit down. Nobody's ever gonna know. And if you we'll protect you. You know what I'm saying? We'll protect you, dude. And that's probably what happened all of those years. Which is weird to me because you would think that the fucking FBI from now, Cash and Dan, wouldn't just take the investigations that the Biden administration's FBI did at face value and go, well, case closed. They didn't find anybody. I mean, they've got evidence about this black dude. They've got maybe the Capitol Hill woman. They probably had a bunch of other possible suspects. The new FBI didn't think to go look at that shit and kind of verify it. No, they fucking didn't. They chose till now when they get pushed because somebody else is coming up with evidence against somebody they don't want the evidence to come up to be against. Right? And now they feel rushed. And now they come up with, let's go look at the other suspects we had back then and kind of check that out. Oh, and they go, oh shit, it's him. It's this guy. You know what I mean? So either way you do the story, either they were covering up the pipe bomb shit and they're trying to cover up for this woman from the Capitol Hill Police, or the previous FBI was covering the whole shit up because they used this dude to do it and it really is him, right? But he was coerced to do it by somebody else, probably somebody in the FBI, probably somebody that Cash is trying to protect again. You know what I mean? They were coerced to do it, right? Either way. Or it's that, well, he really is the guy. It's all, but we just didn't know until now because they didn't look until now. These people, Cash and Dan, are completely ridiculous, dude. Sorry. I don't think it's this guy, right? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And I really don't care if it's him or not, right? I just care that everything that these FBI people are doing that are supposed to be cracking the deep state and cracking the whip at them and getting rid of the bad apples and we're going to reform it and we're going to do. No, they're not. They're not doing any of that shit. Any of it. Nothing. No accountability for anything yet. As a matter of fact, the cases they have launched, they fucking lost. You know what I mean? They're pretty much useless. Cash and Dan are fucking useless. This pipe bomber bullshit makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Just like everything else, we're probably never going to find out the truth because I think that Americans and the rest of the world have to just live with the fact that this is the price of freedom, people. You have to have a government that sneakily and lyingly and covertly and coercively does its dirty business so that you can have freedom. I guess that's it. Because you're never going to get any fucking straight answers. You're never going to get any truth. You're never going to get anything. You're just going to have to either trust them or not, but they're going to do whatever the fuck they want no matter what you do. That's where you live. And I guess that's the price of freedom, guys. I guess that's it. Because no matter who you elect, no matter who you do, and no matter what you do as a regular citizen, this shit is not going to change. It's just, that's the way it looks. Again, I'm going to say one more time. Maybe, Trump and the administration have a politically tactical plan that is going to wait until right before the midterms to really start cracking the whip and unleashing the whirlwind, right? That's just to make sure that everybody's back on their side come midterms. Maybe that's what I hope to God that's it. I hope to God that's a political strategy is why we're not seeing any fucking movement on anything except for lies, concealing shit, redacting shit, and going up there looking like hostage video guys, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino acting like, oh, everything's fucking amazing. We're such a good guys. We're so good. We're getting all the fentanyl and we're doing all the things, and they're not doing jack dick squat. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are lying about everything. The Charlie Kirk shit, everything. And they think that they're going to lie their way out of it in our eyes, which is impossible. There's no way for them to do that. They're fucking digging their own grave here. Not literally, but their political and reputational grave. They're digging the fuck out of that, yo.